It's a nice one to try and beat the heat, by the pool, by the beach. It's going to be pretty close to average this time of year, a couple of degrees above that. Clouds in the mix, thunderstorms popping up this afternoon and evening. So plenty of dry time, about 50% coverage today. So there will be hit or miss storms, but that potential for locally heavy rain with some slow moving showers and thunderstorms is in the mix, especially past lunchtime, but particularly into the evening hours. We start you out with a view in Lido Key. Sure is pretty to start the day, peaks of blue sky, but you see the clouds in the mix. Those are going to stay with us. Still plenty of dry time the next several hours. It's 79 right now in the Plymouth Harbor area, and we overall are seeing many spots in the upper 70s, but a couple of low 80s jumping on the board. 82 for Tampa, Clearwater, and St. Pete. 82 in Winter Haven. Got 80 in Sebring as well as Arcadia, and about 77 the temperature for Brooksville, Newport Richey. 79 Bradenton as well as Sarasota, with some mid 70s around Tallahassee and our North Florida spots. Mid 80s for Miami, West Palm, down into the Keys. And we already are feeling temperatures in the low 90s in some cases, and it's 8:15 this morning, feeling like 90 in St. Pete as well as Tampa, feeling like 83 in Sarasota, a little bit closer to the actual air temperature there. Key West feeling like 97 at this hour. Miami to West Palm also dealing with heat index values into the low and mid 90s, and that's because of a lot of humidity here across the deep south. Look at New Orleans, dew point right now of 79. We're running with the mid and upper 70s here across our Tampa Bay locations, but we see a lot of 70s on the board across the southeast. We have a weak stationary front that's just to the north of us. High pressure and control there off the coast of Louisiana. So there is overall weak steering today. Generally light winds will allow for some slow moving showers and storms. That is prompting a 1 out of 4 risk for excessive rain. And you see it covers a really good chunk of the Sunshine State all across our Tampa Bay locations. We will see the mix for some of that localized flooding with some of those more efficient rain producers to be possible with the thunderstorms that pop up today. And I think the coverage will be a bit higher than yesterday. We had pretty isolated thunderstorms into the afternoon. Similar setup as we get to about 1 and 2 o'clock. A few thunderstorms will pop up. So if you are hoping to head out on the boat, head out to the beach, just stay weather aware past that lunchtime time frame. But particularly by 4 and 5 o'clock, dealing with a few more showers and storms here in the mix, especially some of our inland spots will continue to deal with those closer to sunset. Then some of those make a push to our southern spots late tonight. So still lingering thunderstorms could be in the mix closer to 9 and 10 o'clock. And the clouds, we're going to be dealing with the passing clouds throughout the day. Now, as we switch gears to the tropics, here's a look at Hurricane Erin. Really undergoing some rapid intensification from Saturday into Sunday. We have seen some weakening, but this started out as a Category 1 hurricane on Friday morning. Then it exploded to Category 5 status. We saw that eye roll replacement happening on Saturday. And so you can kind of see that looking really impressive here as we play back the last 24 hours. The good news is this is a rather consolidated storm, and the winds with this, we're talking tropical storm force winds only extending out about 30 miles. So that is some good news with this system, as overall it's not likely to make any sort of direct hit on any of these islands. It's going to pass to the north of Puerto Rico and just outside Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas through Sunday and Monday, wavering a little bit between the strength of Category 3 to 4. Then it passes off the east coast of Florida through the middle of the week, makes a close pass to Bermuda, and then it's going to curve back out to sea. So we do still anticipate that curve to the north. We have started to see that trend happening today, and overall the steering is really solid with that system, and so that's why we expect it to stay well offshore, with our main impacts to be really high surf and swells that extend all the way up the Atlantic coast through the week ahead. We're looking at about 6 to 10 foot wave heights to be possible here along our Florida coast spots and along the Atlantic coast through a good chunk of the week ahead. As for today, plan on temperatures in the low 90s near the coast, mid 90s inland. Feels like temperatures are going to be up to about 100 and 105 during the peak heating of the afternoon. Some of that rain cooled air bringing a bit of relief into the evening hours, with temperatures tonight falling to the mid and upper 70s. The heat here to stay with mid 90s and fewer thunderstorms, with some drier air on the backside of Erin moving in by the middle of this week.